Hello there, everybody. Uh, Matt is Matt has been posting along his trip. He's probably not going to be able to join us tonight because they're not getting to their next stop till 10 o'clock tonight Eastern. So, uh, meetings from Newer Mexico, obviously New Mexico. He was in Utah for the week over at um, oh, the Moby Desert, not the Moby Desert. What's the words I'm looking for? The place where they do a lot of rock crawling with trucks, and I can't think of the. Anyways, greetings from Texas. Matt was, I think he was saying they were going to do, they've already done 77 plus hours. Hey, Steve, how's it going? He's not on a plane, but, you know, they're cutting across the country coming from Utah. I'm trying to think of the rock crawling place. Anyways, it's at the tip of my tongue and I can't remember it. But anyways, yeah, so he was driving back home. I think he said they'd already done 77 hours worth of driving on this trip, and they were probably going to hit 100 hours by the time they got home. So he's, yeah, he's sending us updates. Oh, actually, I just realized that it's like literally 9:01. Arches. No, the actual Arches is the park you guys were at, but the actual city that you were staying in. Uh, it's just I can't think of it. No, Candyman Lands. These are the places Matt's visited. Matt, are you driving? And if not, thank you for driving, Thomas. And if so, I hope Thomas is helping you somehow. And hi, Thomas. Anyway, um, anyways, yeah. So yeah, David Sincere might join us. I don't know if Countess would join us. Um, 87 outlets in the car now. I don't know what that means, but okay. Um, maybe he's got lots of power. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not even going to guess what that means. But anyways, hi everybody. Weekly chat 269. We are 31 away from 300. Wow. Moab. Thank you. Moab. I forget what I said. I think I said Madavi. Madavi. You know what I mean. But yeah, Moab is the word I was looking for. Eventually, I'd like to get out that way and do some sightseeing as well. It seems like a pretty nice area. Matt is driving. Oh, okay. Um, so, anyways, drive safe, Matt. And you can listen to me. And wait, listening to me might put you to sleep, so maybe not do that. He also got a speeding ticket earlier today. Uh, and you can plug in 87 smart brick chargers at once. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, smart brick, smart play, Pokemon, F1 stuff, uh, helmets that I'd already posted pictures of and have already been seen on the internets. And no one bothered. Well, I don't know if anybody leaked it. I never saw anything, but Venom and Star Wars. I didn't actually I didn't have enough text in the picture to do Star Wars, and Star Wars was a longer word than Venom, hence Venom made it. Star Wars didn't. But yeah, we got a few sets to talk about and stuff. The As I said, Smart Play Pokemon not available in Canada because of the Smart Play system not being in Canada. It's only going to be available in 5 or 6 markets, which is stupid. Like you've released these adult sets for Pokemon, available to all countries in the world, at least wherever Lego ships to, and now we're looking at these new Pokemon sets, which are minifigure, well, not minifigure-ish based, but they're based for kids, and they're not going to be available in most of the countries. So, like, kids in the countries that they're not available in are going to be missing out on these, and I think that's a really dumb idea. Even the Smart Play compatible, because not all the sets come with the bricks, but same with Smart Play compatible sets aren't going to be available in all those areas. So, you get a bunch of kids that are missing out, which I think is kind of dumb. So, hold on 2 seconds. I just got to yell upstairs. My kid just came over to pick something up, and I'm in chat, so I can't go talk to him. But anyways, so yeah. Sorry for that moment of silence that we were having for Pokemon sets not being available in Canada. That being said, not a huge fan of them. Not something I would want to buy personally, because I'm not a Pokemon fan necessarily. Never got into it. Um, but there's a lot of parts, and I definitely would like to look at some of the parts that are coming out in these because they broke the bank on parts and printing and stuff. So Steve is saying not a fan of Pokemon. I'm not really a fan of F1 these days. I only kind of sorted into Star Wars. Let's talk about bricks and minifigs instead. Yeah, actually, that would be an interesting topic as well. I didn't even think about that. There's no news articles about it necessarily in Brickset and Brick Fan type things, so I haven't had really a chance to dig into that deeply. I've read a couple of articles. One that said the Mormon data shared it with us, and it was something along the lines of the Mormon Mafia is buying Lego out. Anyways, uh, Steve is saying, "Mom, I'm chatting with my internet friends." Damn right. Only it was kid, but son. But anyways, um, and then the other one was just kind of like the story of what happened to the family that put the Star Wars sets up for consignment. We can talk about it in a few minutes, maybe. Once the news is done, I can kind of mention what I've read, and it's my side or my version of the story, not necessarily what is true. Um, but I mean, there is something weird going on in there. So I just realized I'm not centered. Better. So anyway, so yeah, there's definitely stuff to talk about today. We are into early June, so I expect some more. I was gonna say I expect more sets to be dropping for July releases, but not necessarily because all of the August releases are already announced. They just haven't made it to North America yet, but they're in Europe. And it's funny because I did see someone had posted a video about 130 new Lego sets. It was a June 1st release, and their header was 130 new Lego sets. Lego store shopping trip, and they were in Canada. I won't mention who they were, but they were in Canada, and I'm like, we didn't get 130 new Lego sets. We maybe got 30, maybe 40. I don't know the exact numbers, but we definitely didn't get 130. Uh, or don't talk about bricks and minifigs because you could get sued. Well, there is one in Canada now. There's two in Canada now, I should say. There's one in Newfoundland, which is really far from me, and there's one in Kitchener-Waterloo, which I literally went to 2 or 3 weeks ago, and one opening up in Barrie, Ontario, which is, as I've mentioned before, close to my sister. So I guess I'm going to have to visit her more if I go there. But yeah, I'm also hearing there's a lot of, because there's a lot of backlash against bricks and minifigs, I'm also reading a lot of backlash against Lego buy and sell Lego type stores everywhere. There was one in Atlanta, no, not Atlanta, Arizona brick store or brick shop or something like that, that they're getting people calling in and complaining to them, even though they're a mom and pop shop that have nothing to do with bricks and minifigs. So, it's getting a little bit crazy, I guess, about how people are reacting to it and putting a bad spin on the Lego community as well. So, but yeah. As I'm talking, hold on, let's just see if I can switch these cameras because I think that'll make me bigger angle on me. No, figures, okay. Let's, I guess, there. I gotta make some noise. I don't know how loud this is gonna be, but I gotta turn a wheel. And I was playing, where I'm working on my, my Lego, and I'm gonna pick the camera up. I can't move the camera, hold on, something's on it. There we go. It's wrapped around stuff. My Lego lift with a tractor on it. I don't know how loud that is. If it's loud, I apologize. I'm just checking my speakers or my audio just to make sure I'm in the right work settings. I am. Okay, so anyways. It's really slow. I should speed it up a bit, but I think at a faster speed, it doesn't have as much torque. And torque is important. And eventually it'll hit the top, and luckily I have a little white crown gear there. Matt, sorry, I'm triggering the lift for my space layout there. It's at the top. So, uh, and I had a tractor on it for display purposes only. Uh, anyway, yeah. Steve was saying we don't have a Lego store anymore. BAM opened up a year or so ago nearby. Yeah, you're in Alabama, right? I believe. Because I think I went there in 2021 for the last Bricks and Mini or the last Brick Todd's shows. Last Brick Fair, Alabama, because I have an award from Brick Fair, Alabama here. Um, and anyways, and I know the Lego store had just shut down. I think just before I got there or something like that, because I don't remember ever going to it there. Jeff is goo. Matt is saying. Oh wait, Jeff is maybe huge in Canada. Needs more power. Definitely needs more power. And yeah, Steve was saying he feels bad for the store owners and employees just trying to run an honest business. I'd be best if they can break their franchise agreements and go independent at this point. Yeah, and yeah, the last Brick Fair. Yeah, Brick Fair. Yeah, the whole franchise agreements, like, we were looking at it a couple of weeks ago, I think, on the chat, and it was like 40,000 US. I'm assuming to have a franchise, and there might be yearly fees too. I don't know, and I thought that was you know, kind of insane. While I think like I've had it in my head to open up a store as well, like similar type thing, and I've been debating whether or not to go with a name that would be if I were to do that. Like this is like post retirement, if I wanted to, because I think it would be fun to still work in Lego or not work, to still deal with Lego. But yeah, I don't know. Like the bricks up until now, the Bricks and Minifigs name has at least been there. People know about it. They go searching for it when they're in certain cities. There's a couple of different brands that we have here in Canada that are starting to pop up too. Like there's no chains necessarily yet, but or do you just create your own store and then you don't have to pay royalties or anything to anybody? But it's also a huge risk, especially these days with the economy not doing so great. So people aren't spending lots of money unless you're building big mocks and then you're spending money, but that's a different story. Um, yeah, okay. So Steve was saying there's also a percentage of profits you had to pay. Wouldn't be surprised if there were other set fees too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, franchising is interesting until you have to pay for it, pay for the name stuff. But yeah. So anyway, why don't we jump into what I did this week? Because everybody loves that. Um, Jeff's store, bring me all your castle guys. I'm pretty good on castle guys these days, but uh, unless it's like the Arctic guys, the Arctic Snow Rangers, the dudes um, from Series 22. Definitely would want some more of those, but they're pushing 15 to 20 bucks a pop Canadian now, so buy them here and there when I can. But anyway, no, and also it's just seeing certain pieces that you haven't seen in a long time. Like Dave's got quite the old collection of stuff too, Dave Cowdice, and he's got some stuff that I haven't seen in a very long time. Um, yeah, so Steve was saying the best part about being part of a franchise is starting with a known brand. Yeah, that's in the can now. Yeah, exactly. So, but it's also a huge investment in order to start a store. So how do you go about all that stuff? It's a totally different question. All right, let's jump into not the news. And Tom, hopefully I don't. Tom, who's driving with Matt, I'm not sure if you're hearing this as well, and if so, hopefully you find this entertaining. And if not, I apologize ahead of time. Um, so I worked on. I don't remember if I had actually talked about building the ceiling last week of my layout, um, but I'd started building the ceiling, and I was taking this picture just to show the particular part that's the core of my building, the ceiling, which are these black 45 degree or 90 degree Technic beams which I absolutely love, and I own 100-ish of them, and I thought that was enough, and I've had to order another 700 of them, which I did this week, which luckily I got them on Bricklink because they're cheaper that way. But talk about breaking the bank, but that's a different story because I need to build this structure, two bricks thick, because there's a thing called bowing. Matt, get your mind into the gutter. Um, that you can see the roof, which I did start working on this week, and this is as much as I can build of it because that's all the Technic beams I had, and I need to do a 4 by 6 foot section of them. But I've been working with this. I got a lot done on the lower level this week in that I've got all the base plates covered with brick, with studs and stuff with brick. I haven't gotten all the tiles on it because I don't think I have enough tiles. Um, and I still haven't figured out the full floor plan of that yet. In fact, while I'm talking, I'm just going to open up, and hopefully this doesn't kill the chat. I'm just waiting for Studio to open because I want to open up the layout. Okay. Hopefully I'm still broadcasting properly. Imagine you get access to the corporate POS systems, inventory scheduling, etc. tools. Yeah, you do get all that stuff as well. So there is a buy-in for all that stuff. So you do get basically a store without the inventory and all the fixtures and stuff. So you still got to pay for all that. But anyways, all right. So that's a little better. Boeing bricks. Yeah, I mean, there's just like obviously, and we've learned this in years, like in the past, when you have, Technic bricks, you got to basically do the brick plate brick sandwich and lock them all together in order to make it strong. Davidson Sierra has been saying I can basically sandwich in them between like a plate, Technic brick plate will work as well. But I just have images of the plates popping off underneath and stuff over time, and putting weight on this, I'd rather reinforce it. So I mean, it just doubles the amount of Technic you need to use, but in the long run, I think it's a good idea. I had to convert a couple of these corner base plates over to curves. So just trying to figure out the curve in here. I think I've shown a picture like this already, but anyways, I did some work on that. That was the original design, and then you go to the curve. Because in these corners, I don't need this corner sticking out. It'd be nicer to just have, it curved off a bit, if possible. I was working on all the wall structures, coming up with the new fortified design or strengthened design with columns in between and having this this little triangle and diamond patterns. I used up all the blue bricks, all the blue slopes I had in stock. Also taking at the end of the train using these little spring-loaded dudes to basically build a bit of a shock absorber for the train. So when the train comes up, it hits that. So basically, what this is inset, and then there's a couple of gray bricks, and then those slopes on the end. And the slopes on the end have a checkerboard pattern. So it just works as a bit of a bumper. Jeff's store name, Bricks, eh? Yeah, I mean, I'm in Canada, so I mean, I don't know that many people would be, or that many Canadians would like that name. Well, I mean, we don't care about, or we don't mind the A part, but sorry, Bricks, I like that one. But yeah, so I built the bumper and then started working on the lattice structure for the second for the walls. So this is basically going around the entire lower level to support the weight of that Technic roof structure and also support the weight of the base plates that are going to go on top of it. I did come up with a theory of what happens if the Duplo train actually gets stuck in here. I think I can reach my hand through these triangles, but it might be a bit of a challenge, and I'll have to figure that out as well, how to solve that. That came to me a few minutes ago, or a few days ago, I would say. Metric bricks. Or just VW bricks. maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of boring, I guess. But branding, brand awareness. We have a YouTube channel. Um, so yeah, just working through the triangle section. I do like the way this looks with these little tinier, smaller triangles and stuff. And the weight of all of these pillars are supported now with the lengths and with this structure here. It's not going to easily pop apart. I've had weight on it for a little while, and it seems to be working. You know what? I'm just going to refresh this for a quick second. I also, when I originally digitally designed my rack system, I used dark gray 6 long Technic beams in here, only to realize that they weren't. Matt likes story bricks. Thanks, guys. Only to realize that they weren't actually available. So I switched over to yellow. It gives it a bit of a color. I have 6 of these yellow ones in stock, so I have to order those too. And I haven't finished building the rest of this rack because, well, I don't have enough of those pieces, and I had to order some of them. I do have enough of the the girder pieces, the support pieces at least, but some of the other parts are all being ordered. So yeah, then I started doing the roof test because I had built the inner wall of one of the cargo lifts or one of the ship lifts. So, and it's got a bit of a bow. Like, this is not completely structured. I've got a couple, like you can see just here on the edge, there is a Technic. I've doubled up the Technic on the side here, and the Technic underneath here is a bit doubled up, but I didn't have enough to strengthen it completely. But right now it's sitting like this, where the curve is on the track. I mean, you can see there's a bit of a drop over here. It's kind of blurry, but there is it isn't flat because I got to level it all out and stuff. But yeah, it looks like it'll hold. Hold, please. Someone is joining. Davey.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Davey, you don't have the camera yet, but I'm assuming that's coming.
Oh, my camera's on?
Black. It's a little black screen, as you can see.
No, that's not good. Hey!
There he is.
Hi.
Mr. Technic.
Let me
What?
swap microphone on
We're
mine.
talking about you today in our chat.
Oh, excellent. I think I got an at, and I honestly, because I was
You did.
with
You
my
did.
wife.
I had sent a picture, and I'll pull it up here in a few minutes, of my elevator here beside me, because sometimes it gets a little crooked as it's climbing up, which shouldn't happen because it's all locked together. But yeah, we're talking about names of a Lego store. If I were to open up my own bricks and pieces type store that's not bricks and pieces, what it would be called? And so far we have
bricks. Is it bricks and minifigs? No, what's it called?
Well, bricks and minifigs is the one that no one wants to use now because they've had some issues.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
But if I were to have my friend Jeffy open up a Lego store, I'd call it the most awesome Lego store in the history of mankind.
Oh well, okay, but I don't think that'll fit on
the nicest guy on the planet. So that's what I
So yeah, Stever's been given Stever and Matt's driving, so he can't listen or he can't participate. But Stever's come up with Bricks A, and Sorry Bricks, and Metric Bricks.
that's a Canadian reference.
A Great White Brick Store. Wait, no, that has a bad connotation. The Great White Brick Store.
Well, the Great White North, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, he's definitely going. Maple bricks. Matt just mentioned. And Steve was saying, "Oh, hi, Mr. Technic."
So we Sandy and I went to a concert a couple weeks back.
Yeah, was it Bob and Doug?
Pardon?
No, obviously it wasn't Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Well, to be clear, it was Doug's brother that we went.
Oh, okay.
His name's Ian, and I'm not going to say that I grew up with his son, but anyway. So Ian was mentioning, because this is why, of course, my buddies and I went and saw Kristen Berg a few weeks back, which was absolutely fantastic. But these world famous musicians in their later on years like to tell stories instead of just do music. And Ian was talking about how him and his brother Dave Thomas, which is Doug McKenzie.
Pause for 2 seconds. Yeah. You have met a good portion of the SCTV cast. From back in those days. Sorry.
I'm not talking about that. I knew my friend growing up with Ian's son.
Okay, and so you've met Dave Thomas, and you've
I
met a
met
few
Dave,
of them.
and that's all I'll say about that. I met
Okay,
Dave.
sorry, and the only reason why I bring that up is just because, oh gosh, black-haired guy that's still doing movies.
Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy lived in Hamilton.
Yeah, Eugene, I think, but Martin Short grew up in Hamilton. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But here's my thing. I grew up in a small town. Let's go off on a quick tangent. I grew up in a very small town that my parents in that community were community, not leaders, but community event holders and whatever. So I couldn't walk down the street without people knowing who my parents were. I couldn't jaywalk without that beating me home. I could not do anything wrong without me not knowing that as soon as I got in the house, I'd hear about it because the entire community knew who I was.
Yeah.
So I grew up in that environment, and my friend Jake, I didn't want him because from my experience of having famous in local people glomming on and talking about my parents and blah blah blah. I knew Jake before I knew who Jake's dad was.
Yeah. Okay.
Jake was my friend before I knew who Jake's dad was. Really. And again, from my generation, Ian was from the generation before me ish. He was still in the radio, but I never wanted Jake to feel ever that I'm kind of hanging around him because of his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of who his dad was. Because Jake was my friend, and Jake, and if you want to be very, very clear about this, I want to be very clear. But Jake and I made Lego Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Jake, that's who Jake was to me. Jake was
Yeah.
my friend. We played Lego together. We played in the Commodore 64 together. And I never ever wanted Jake to feel ever that I'm just hanging around him because of who his dad was. So I was very conscientious of that because he's my friend, and I never wanted him to think that. Anyway, so yeah, but I can talk about Jake's uncle because Ian's telling the story at the concert that, and I remember this when I was a kid too. The National Film Board of Canada had those stupid little blurbs between, like during commercials, like the logger going in the cartoon form and going down the street with that logging song, and or Marconi making the sound, and I smell burnt toast, all that stuff. That if you're Canadian from my era, you remember this. And there was that one about the loon, and there was the loon song that was in the 60s and early 70s, and Ian said it must have been so ingrained into their psyche that Ian had a song that he played at the concert that invoked that National Film Board of Canada video, but it's also almost identical to.
And if you're watching this and you don't know what that is from,
it's from
you're a hoser. No,
it's hosers, and people from our era would recognize it immediately as the best thing that ever came out of Canada, and one of the funniest things ever. But anyway, so what were we talking about? We were in so many tangents.
I don't know. We got on a little tangent right here off the bat. I don't know, but
yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about. I thought that was like, and I didn't even put two because I know Ian's music, and I did not put two and two together. That when you actually listen to that song now, and I can't remember which one it was, that it does sound exactly like the Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Great White North. That led us to the.
Yeah, so Great White North has always been inference to Canada and the fact that we're up here in the tundra and we live in igloos all day.
Yeah. So, and as you were talking, I threw in that Dave lived in a Cheers bar because everybody knew his name.
Yeah.
Right. But as you were talking, also Matt came up with Peter Brickborough.
Oh,
I like that, but that means I have to stay in Peterborough, and I'm not sure if that would happen. But I like that idea. I mean, Peterborough bricks or something like that too. Like just, but I mean, a lot of times too. Like we used to in the old when we had Lego groups that have like bricks in the name. People think you're into masonry or something like that, right? So.
Yeah, I remember the Lego clamping down on that at one point when Bricklink first started showing up, and that you couldn't have Lego or
Lego definitely not, but
but bricks should be fine.
Yeah. Steve was saying we've known you as VW Bricks forever, but I think most people would think I had something to do with Volkswagen. And yes, on my Bricklink store, I constantly get Oh, your last name is Van Winden, VW. Oh, okay. We thought you
Oh.
were really a big Volkswagen fan. And I'm like, I always I always had the theory that when I was younger that I would get a Volkswagen and just have a license plate that says Jeff's
Jeff
VW.
CW. Jeff CW.
But Jeff's VW, like pluralized, right?
Dude, I never even thought about that. Again, here's me, Captain Oblivious. I never ever put that together, that VW for Volkswagen. Even though I call them VWs all the time, I never associated that with your last name
the
because
car
you've always
brand.
been going
Yeah.
by Jeff VW.
And for some reason, when I tried to get
VW.
VW.ca or VW.com, it wasn't available way back in the day.
My store would be called Cow Bricks.
Rick's.
Bricks Cow. Bricks Cow. Cow Bricks. That's pretty easy.
Okay. So yeah, how you been doing, Dave?
I have just all day today.
Your whirly tigs are looking pretty open.
Oh, this is a new one. I ripped apart one of my old ones. I didn't like.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's gonna be a brand new one. I've been watching because I've been trying to stay out of it completely. I've heard ruminations of the bricks and minifigs thing going on. Yeah. So I wanted to get outside the community.
Yeah.
And so I've been watching all these legal YouTube streams, these people who are actual lawyers.
Talking about
legal, it? Which I adore, and all these other legal people talking about the various conundrum from their perspective after reading through all the paperwork and affidavits and the things and watching the videos and blah blah blah, and it is, I won't say overwhelming.
That's wrong.
Although I want to say that it is quite the, like, this is going to be probably the biggest thing that ever happened to the legal community on the legal sense, going back to the person I will not mention on this live stream back in the day. So Jeff knows who I mean.
I giggled right away.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But that was, for me, that was debilitating in my world for what happened way back 20 plus years ago, or more than 20 plus years ago. This has not affected me personally, because bricks and minifigs has never come across my radar. I go to
maybe we'll pause for 2 seconds. Let's just a quick overview for the people that don't know what's going on. There was a bricks and minifigures store in the West Coast. I'm not sure what city it was. Oregon. Okay. And they had their store, corporate came in and took the store away from the owner's hands. The owners had an agreement with a family who had given them $100,000 to $200,000 worth of Star Wars sets that were sealed on consignment.
Yes.
And when the store got taken over, those sets basically disappeared, and the bricks and minifigs are saying there's no, like, the corporate is saying, yeah, there's no agreement, there's nothing like that, it's gone, whatever. And what I just recently read today was that apparently there was almost no, the bricks and minifigs franchise is saying when they got in there, they found some Star Wars sets that were there, but that could have matched part of that collection, but there was only like $5,000 worth of sets left.
Yeah, so that's what the lawyers were saying, which I thought was kind of, they did a thorough look into it. And yeah, so the original owner is complaining now. Well, the original owner was kicked out, and new owners were brought in. The new owners were now kicked out because of lack of payment for their fees and whatever, and the rent. But all those fees were supposed to be paid by corporate, and corporate says anyway. So there's that point. It looks like corporate is going on the hook now as well.
Yeah, I mean, corporate. Yeah, it's been brought to attention by a YouTuber. Yeah, and so it's now become a big news story.
It is a huge news story, and it is very, very complicated. And
Steve is
going to be like he said, C-shed. So it's going to be a lot of like legal jargon, and I don't see any near end for any of this.
Yeah, and Steve is saying that's a lie because there's photo evidence of those sets being there a month.
So there's the guy took pictures. So but the corporation is disputing those pictures, saying that they're photoshopped and from previous, and yet. And some money was paid out back to the owners of the actual sets, and some money wasn't. So like half and half, like 120 grand or something. So I was listening to all these legal people, and some were very, very pro what's his name, the guy who started all this,
The YouTuber guy?
the YouTuber that has nothing to do with the Lego community, but he's one of these guys that's just like not necessarily a shock jock, but wants to go out there and try to right wrongs in his own crazy way. Um, but but some other lawyers were saying that he went about it completely the wrong way, and that he opened himself up to lawsuits, and he's been charged for trespassing and malicious and blah blah blah. So there's as the lawyers were saying, there's a right way of doing this, and there's a wrong way of doing this, and it seems that this YouTuber was sometimes right, but a lot of times wrong by charging without any kind of legal knowledge about how you're supposed to do things like serving papers and stuff. I found it very, very fascinating. I spent 3 hours just watching all the different lawyers talking about it, and some are very, very thorough in every single step, and they actually freedom of information for the police reports and the redacted body cam footage and went through all of it, so that they're not making these things off the cuff. And I found it fascinating. I for me, forgetting all the legal side, the corporate entity mishandled the entire thing, and I don't care how they can justify what they did. It doesn't matter. Even if they were 100% right, even if 100% that, even though in the contract it says consignment was fine and corporate says it wasn't, even though corporate has been advertising this Lego collection for years, so they're already being lying. But even if they're 100% right, their company's worth millions, and they could have afforded to pay out a dying guy. This guy's dying. That the father is dying, and it's not a good look. It was just, oh my god.
And I mean, Stever makes a point. I think he went about it the only way that it was going to work, draw a huge attention to it. I mean, it's brought it into the law.
So some of this again, I'm hoping seeing their minds prevail. My thing is that he now there has been legitimate, forgetting again, some of the lawyers are going into how bad the police force was in the area, in Utah or wherever it was, and how
you mean the Mormon Mafia?
Because that's Mormon Mafia. So there might be some wiggle room there, but this guy can be charged with stalking. This guy can be charged with malicious intent, because he was asked to leave and he didn't leave. And the lawyer said, if you're serving papers and you're asked to leave, you can't then stalk the place and put up signs across the street, because then it's malicious intent, and you can just hire a process server to do it for you. I know the police wouldn't do it, because the cops showed up that one time, and it was all recorded that the cops were going to serve the papers and then said they're not going to serve the papers, which leads into how the cops are corrupted and whatever. But as process servers, we had that ourselves with the jackass neighbors, that we had to serve them papers. I didn't sit up front of the house, even though they're right next door. We just hired somebody. To serve the papers, and then they get the signatures like a registered letter.
Sorry, Matt just popped in. I can't wait for the forensic file episode of this.
It's gonna be great. Like right now, I'm eating the popcorn. Like I'm feeling bad for the YouTuber, although again, I listened to the lawyers, and I think he made some missteps, because that's who he is, and he's not a legal expert. But I would hope that the judge will look at all this when it's all done. Dying guy, and this YouTuber was doing what he can, and overall, he's never had any charges in his life, and blah blah blah. That the saner minds prevail, and the GoFundMe's there, and blah blah blah. So, and I do think the corporate of bricks and minifigs is done. I mean, I don't see how they're going to get past this for being as stupid as they are. And that's 100% for me. And if they want to sue me, I'm going to be like Patreon saying, "Come at me, bro." Because they're just being stupid. They're being obstinately stupid. They could have taken this all offline. Like we are told take things offline, and they could have been 100% better on this whole thing. And now it's blown up in their face, and it's leaving a sour taste in us fans. And I've known Lego fans you and I have known Lego fans forever. We do get along in a lot of ways, but when something wrong happens, we are passionate to the fault. So we are passionate fans, and we do not sit idly by. And this YouTuber is not even a Lego fan, but he's doing what he can. So it is a bit of a thing, and I love watching all the videos. So I'm looking for I'm hoping for the best resolution. I'm looking for I'm hoping for the best resolution for the family, for the YouTuber, and I couldn't give a rat's patootie if Bricks and Minifigs goes under.
Yeah,
You know, that'll affect other people that are completely innocent in this.
for sure.
Corporate was stupid.
Yeah, yeah. I just quickly Googled Bricks and Minifigs site. I
Right.
pulled up their site, and there's no mention of anything on there. But yeah, they're opening up a crap ton of locations. There's another one coming in Canada, like in Ontario, at some point. I don't know dates, but it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen with all those. So,
Yeah. So,
but all right, back to chat here. Stever is I don't think a little. It's I did think. Oh, sorry, I had some kind of technical issue there. I did think it was a little weird that the process server didn't do anything and then stuck around for a while. Oh, the process server, yeah, okay. I also thought it was a little disingenuous to say the officer hurt his shoulder when it was already hurt.
From the skiing incident before, yeah, like all that stuff. But again, the manhandling of him, like for like he wasn't anyway. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know all that stuff. I mean, I heard that there was some police involvement and stuff, but yeah, I'm not as deep into it as you have gotten, Dave. So
I was just watching all the videos. I just put my YouTube stream on and I typed in BAM and lawyers, and there's like at least right now there's 3 or 4 lawyer channels. Yeah. And the fact that they did the deep dive into it, because this thing is not that old. It's not that old, and yet these guys already have freedom of information and gotten like a lot of information what's going on, and the court dates are in July. So I mean we're in June now. So it ain't that far away that this court process starts and blah blah blah. But again, right now today, Bricks and Minifigs could fix all this, and they're not.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like a dying guy, like, and it's the optics again. You could be 100% right, but the guy's dying, so I don't care if you're right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I am assuming they've acknowledged that there was a collection up for.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, because they're not even disputing that, and they're disputing that they didn't realize the owner was doing consignment.
Yeah.
They disputed that, but then they, in this very same deposition, they said yes, they themselves advertised it that it was on consignment. Like it was, according to whatever, it was the largest Lego collection in total that's ever been at one point from one person into a store. Like again, it's like me selling my classic space collection, but I'm guaranteed that won't be $200,000. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and it's gonna be an interesting. It's like I don't want to say I'm gonna grab the popcorn, but I'm gonna grab the popcorn.
Well, yeah, and Permute's saying the lawsuit will likely go on for a few years, so get the popcorn.
Yeah, it's gonna absolutely go on. But again, so this is the biggest thing that happened to the Lego community since that other thing that I find. I can't think of anything else that has been this interesting. That is like it's not just in the purview of us Lego fans. It's getting out there into the real world. So it's like, huh.
I hear you. By the way, Dave, since you're on, thank you for the bin of 2x4 old gray brick. I've been using it this week to do layout building. It's one of the few. It's one of the last colors of brick I have in 2x4. So other than white, but white's looking a little horrible. So
yeah, I Sandy and I were out shopping earlier this week, and I kept on trying to find peroxide. Yeah, it's been bright and sunny all week, and I still want to try it. I've never ever tried it, the retro bright thing, and so I do have some really smoke covered crater plates. I want to see if I can get back to some semblance, and so I'm re-inspired now to try to get that big huge layout going at some point, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the when I said the brick is just not that great, it's going to go under tile and stuff like that, so it's not going to be visible. But it was more just the fact that it's, there's a lot more chewed and crappy brick in there too, and my cup of brick is almost filleth over.
The 2x4s are okay though, right?
The ones that I have, or which ones? Oh yeah, they're great. There's a few of them that are like a lighter or a sun bleached gray, but like I said, they're going underneath stuff, so I don't.
They're not dog chewed though, right? I would hate to be sending you dog chewed bricks.
No, nothing. No, the dog chewed is the white brick that I already have.
Okay.
Yeah, Perniut was also mentioning that never use peroxide in a year or two. It's way worse. I'd heard that as well. That peroxide doesn't helps short term, but
So when I was looking into Retrobrite originally for the Commodore computers and stuff like that,
yeah,
what they say is the bromine in the plastic as a fire retardant starts losing its oxygen molecules, which makes it turn yellowish.
okay,
And the peroxide takes because H2O2, the oxygen molecules go from the H2O2 back into the bromine to
yeah,
reconstitute it. Uh, but plastic is not a solid. It is a like glass. It's not a liquid, but it's a fluid.
okay,
And so what happens is that the molecules on the surface go underneath. They kind of move around a little bit. So I've talked to the people in the computer industry, which is where Retrobrite originally started back in the 90s. And they say they soaked their Commodore 64 or Apple IIe's or whatever back in Retrobrite or peroxide, and they said yes, it can come back, and that's just
yeah,
because the molecules change around on the surface.
yeah,
So, and the bromine molecules lose the oxygen again.
yeah,
Whether or not it's faster, it's hard to say because when it's so yellowed and you bring it back to not yellowed, when you see it going back to yellowed, I mean it's an older piece of plastic. It might be faster. Like my plastic might have taken 20 years to get yellowed, and then it's going to take 10
yeah.
years. I don't know. I don't care. Right now, it's unusable, being smoke colored yellow.
Yeah, I mean, all the edges or most of the edges of my Duplo display that I'm building are using white brick, and I've used the cleanest white brick I have, and
Right.
I rated my Bricklink store for all the white I had as well. So I'm trying to keep them as pure white as possible. But um, and I don't know why I chose white. I guess because I figured I was using the grays everywhere else.
Yeah,
So
it's a highlight,
yeah.
whatever. So
Steve was also saying he banned himself from talking about the bricks and minifigs thing in the main Discord he participates in because he drive everyone crazy.
yeah, it's people are gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna take a side unless you're an owner of a bricks and minifig store or you have friends that are running a bricks and minifig store. I think we're going to be neutral, which is kind of where I am because I don't know anybody that owns a bricks and minifig store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But I'm hoping they do right for the old guy,
yeah,
and in the end, that's all I
yeah.
can
I
do
agree.
right now. And like what happened 30 years ago or 20 years ago was everybody was on one side.
Yeah,
And uh, this one, I there's no nice way out of it unless Bricks and Minifig wakes up tomorrow and says we're going to issue a release apology for the 200 grand, even if it comes out of their pocket, because
yeah,
they're worldwide and they're worth well more than that. And if Patreon's against you, I don't know how you're going to stand up to anything now.
yeah.
It's not
I've also heard that the Lego fan community has also been complaining because bricks and minifigs prices are starting to go up as well.
yes,
But
I
that also, in my mind, is just because Lego is popular, right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
and
following the
people want to
market.
make a profit
So
on it. I mean, we got Bricks and Blocks, and we got the Brick Shack, and all these other private guys, right?
yeah,
And you know, it's hard to find inexpensive Lego, even on Marketplace. People want like $50 for a small box, and it's like it's just what's going to happen, right?
yeah,
It's like stamps, it's like hockey cards, it's like everything else now. It is a collector's dream to own Lego. If you got as one of the sets that came into the store was the original Cloud City, with all the parts
yeah,
in it,
yeah.
and
No
everybody knows
box.
whatever Leia comes with that comes worth
Yeah,
hundreds of whatever. So
and Boba.
and Boba, like it's a collector's dream to
Hmm.
own Lego and
Yeah,
to sell it, right?
yeah. I
So
mean, the article I read was in British pounds, so it was like a 10,000 pound set it can go for.
right.
So I mean, 10,000 US ish, I'm guessing. But Steve was saying he researched retro writing for a while for retro game consoles, decided it wasn't worth it, but who knows? And then
Yeah.
there's I can't say I've done it. I can say I've done it retro writing and or peroxide, and later it's way worse. So I've stopped using peroxide. It can definitely work in the short term.
Yeah, for a show.
And Paul, hi Paul, how's it going? I've simply left yellowed
Yeah,
crater
Paul
plates
showed me
in the
pictures.
sun for a few days,
Paul
and it
showed,
got much
Paul showed me
better.
the pictures, and that's again, I've heard about, again, going back to the Commodore era before the internet. I heard about
Yeah,
Rate, and I'm going, I just never bothered trying.
Dave, there was nothing before the internet. Come on. Uh,
The
and
Commodore 64 was pre-internet.
Yeah, Stever's issue is that the yellowing happens because it's oxidizing. Retrobrite further oxidizes, so you end up with a bit more brittle product. Yeah, that's what I'd heard too, the brittleness. I wouldn't do it for retro computers and consoles. But Lego, why not? Yeah, I mean, if a Lego brick breaks, you put it into the brick cup and figure out what to do with that later, right?
Well, it's
So
only gonna be for my crater plates,
yeah,
which are some of like at least 10 of them are really I would not bring to a show because they're so orange or it's so brown. So
yeah,
it's like the retrobrite can only improve that, and if
yeah,
it goes back to brown afterwards, like Paul and I keep on talking about doing a huge display together at some point,
cool.
and I wouldn't mind having my crater plates look really decent.
Yeah,
I got
fair
like
enough.
6 over there, and 20 of them look like shit. So
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you've been building new Whirly Twig
yeah,
trademarked Cow Dice
yeah. So
2027.
again, I said this on my YouTube channel. Make all the whirly things you want. Don't give me any credit. I don't care. I'm not here for credit.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
But it's like the GBC. Steve hasn't plugged in, not put a TM on that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to take off as well as
I'm not saying whirly things are
GBC.
like.
Just saying.
I don't think the whirly things are going to be GBC. I'm just using that as a comparison.
I
That
know. Yeah, I get that.
Steve
And
did not put a patent on it,
and
and I think it was the GBCs was Steve's group. It wasn't. I don't know if Steve had the initial idea. It's been so long. I honestly
yeah,
can't.
I think he was one of the original
He was
founders.
one of the absolutely original, but it was
I
his
mean,
Mishlug or whatever it was, whatever he's
yeah.
part of.
I mean,
Um, and
hypothetically, Mills might have been created by our group before it actually became Mills.
well, yeah, well,
So,
you guys were doing it for forever.
yeah, we were doing a similar system. It wasn't 100% there, but it was basically there. And then Mills took off, and it's like, okay, whatever.
But my friend Sylvain in Kellogg wants to
Yep.
build a whirly tig, and I'm 100% for it. Like, just knock yourself out.
Yeah, especially if Dave's going to go there too, because he's going to go. We know he's going to go.
I'm waiting for work to give me,
Yeah.
and they're humming and hawing on it. So
What's their number? Let me call them and say I'm from Montreal. I need Dave to come out and fix our servers.
I need exactly. So
yeah. Oh, geez. All right. So yeah, building away, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good for sure.
With it, so that's all that matters.
I'll jump back into my stuff here. Just
we like this stuff.
Well, no, not necessarily, but
yes, we do.
But yeah, I was talking about the roof bowing and how I need to double up the Technic on it, and so I've ordered over $600 or $700 worth of brick in order to build the roof and like for all the parts I need for everything. So I mean, I'm not enjoying that, but I had some money in the bank, so why not?
So why not?
Yeah, another curve I was rebuilding, just taking a picture of it to, to say, hey, look, I'm doing some building. And then I started building for this curve, for this wall piece, again, missing parts all over the place, and hoping that Lego comes out with more wedge tiles, because these ones exist now, but I haven't ordered them. I don't know if they're in dark gray. But yeah, I was building the parts along the back here, the structure, and I ran out of brand new cheese inverted 45s and regular 45-degree brick. It actually is a little higher because I rebuilt a few others and was able to claim some bricks. Flowers in my garden, because I was cutting the grass and noticed my flowers were blooming, so I took a picture. And then my girlfriend wanted a picture around the tree of the flowers that I planted, and ignore the big dandelion sitting right here.
Jeffy's a Dutchman. He wants to slap his flowers out there.
Well, I have a tulip, but the tulips didn't last that long. Yeah, tulips are done. So yeah, and then like I mentioned, I've just been, I've finished some of the groundwork tile wise, and I've just been basically taking my digital design and putting the bricks down to get the layout of everything. So these two containers go together. I have a better picture in a minute. So this was last night where there's the 3 tables. They do all merge together. You can kind of see how they fit together.
I love it.
Or you can just wait for one more picture. And I took this just this afternoon, or just tonight before the chat, and basically everything's together.
There it is.
Yeah, everything's together. Like I said, I still need to get the tile and stuff. The elevator that's beside me is going to go over in this spot here. And like I need to order all these panels to finish off these walls, which are the supports for the roof, as well as there's going to be one ship. I'm going to build a ship and have it sitting in an elevator shaft type style thing in here. And then I think that's it. Oh, and I just took a couple angles of the shot. So technically the track is all together right now, although it's a little chunky in a few areas because the tables are not quite even. I think I have to buy some styrofoam to put underneath these tables as well. Is that it? Oh, and I got my Series 29 minifigures in the other day, so a set for me and a set for a couple of sets for Janie. But I also at Costco, I got these at Costco, and Costco, I don't know if they still have them, but these are $179 Canadian for the box. They also had the Spider-Man Spider-Verse sets figs, and they were 140, I want to say, 130 for the box.
Wow.
So they're basically down to like $4 and change per pack. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy a full box, and I'll just put them in my store, just to add more figures in my store, because I could basically sell them for double-ish the price.
I don't even know what those are.
The Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse figures?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Have you ever watched the Into the Spider-Verse show?
No.
Okay, well, that doesn't help.
Nope.
Anyways, so yeah.
Out of the loop.
And as mentioned, and I'm just going to pop this up here for a second now, Mr. Cowdice, I had sent a chat earlier. You know, Control Shift, get rid of that. The lift that I'm building, or that I built, I noticed it was getting a little uneven, and I think I figured out how to get it to level off.
Is that using those new circle things with the
the big worm gears?
I need to buy some of those.
And it works very well. I like how it works. I've got it like so. There, I've got a clutch gear at the bottom, and it's just geared 24 to like 8 to 24, and then a worm gear to a row of 24s, 5 24s, right? So everything spins the right way, and it's slow. I might want to change the gearing a bit, but I do need that 24 in here, and I can't really change the gearing much through here, because the top of the platform, this guy comes very close to where this area is. So
my favorite thing is that Jeff already catted this entire thing.
Oh, I've had this catted for a while, but I'm expanding it. Like right now, my build is 2 bricks high, and this is catted, but it's also already almost fully built in brick as well. Like I've got all the brick on it. I was just actually, you know what I should do? Control Z.
Control Z.
I don't know if that's going to unhide things. Is that going to unhide things? I don't think it is. That sucks. Okay. I was going to say I should have saved that the skeleton of it as a separate model, or as a separate build. But anyways, so yeah, and then as mentioned, I'm just getting back to the model up above. I've got the whole floor planned out. Like I said, all the areas that I haven't finished with tile, I haven't even finished building with tile in here necessarily, right? So there's areas that still have to be populated in. And then I've got the Control / one more time. Takes a moment to load. I don't know why it keeps on resizing the screen like that. That's weird. I guess it's taking a lot of data. I'm checking my stats. Everything looks okay on my performance for the laptop. Mr. Sincere did get a new laptop, but anyway, upper level. Control /. So yeah, I've got the roof planned out. I haven't actually doubled the roof up in thickness digitally here, but whoops. I do have the roof kind of structured on here. So I've got that all figured out, and I've doubled it in thickness and stuff when I ordered the parts. And then on top of that, we'll go. Did I click on it? Yeah, on top of that, we'll go the hanger layer, which is do a direct shot from above.
That's extensive.
Yeah, and I still have to figure out. I'm going to probably put some more extra landing pads in this area and stuff. And so the lift comes up over here, hence the curve pieces that I was working on. So this is the lift, and so the vehicles can pull in. And on the lower level, the lift is the lift goes in on this side. And this pad is going to be plated over. It's like, so you won't see through that. But this one is the one that is the vehicle. You know, there's going to be a spaceship halfway up, kind of coming up. So yeah, I'm getting there. I think my next big order will be, well, I need to order some more parts for the lift structures, like for the spaceship hangar holder thingies. And then my next order is probably going to have to be a crap load of tile to finish it off. But and some 48 base plates because I ordered 3 and I used 2 this week, and I've got another 4 total. But I'm going to have to do a Dave Cowdice, and I'm going to have to start cutting base plates soon.
Ooh!
I know. I need a lot of 24
by 48?
16 by 24s.
Oh. Okay, I can't help you there.
No, 30.
32s?
The 24 length ones.
The original 32 by 32 came in 32 by 32 or
no, yeah, but okay, so like the castle, the 3/4 base plates, they were the 24 by 16s, I think.
Like the original ones? Like the green?
Yeah, like the green
Yellow
ones.
Castle?
No, not the green yellow castle, but for the old, like the slightly newer castles.
I have no idea about the newer castles.
Hold on. So unfortunately I have to do everything in gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, 32. 16 by 32.
16 by 32. I sold a whole bunch of those at Bricks.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is this is why I need to do it, because I have to build everything in gray for the part that's above the ceiling of the lower level, because if someone's looking in and they look up, I don't want them to see green. I want them to only see gray. So I have some 32 by 32 gray base plates. I have like 10 or so of those, but I need to basically make 8 by 16 and 16 by 32 base plates. So I have a plan on how to maximize the number of base plates I need, so I'm going to be doing some cutting. Basically, is where I'm getting at. The Trash Monster figure is legit on the Series 29. Yeah, I haven't opened them yet. Sorry.
Cutting base plates can be addictive. Don't let it get you.
I've done it before.
I know.
This will be the first time where I'm cutting like brand new base plates necessarily, but and that's partially because I just don't have old ones left. I'm out of base plates. Let me just save this. And all right, let's jump into the news because we are an hour in and we haven't even talked about the news, which is awesome because I've enjoyed this conversation. It's it's not every week where we have a Lego. I'm not sure what the right word is. A Lego story of massive proportions to talk about.
Massive proportions. It's in the news.
All right, there is no Lego Ideas information news this week, but I'm not sure why. I guess there were either stuff didn't hit 100K or stuff didn't hit the 10K mark, or the Brick fan didn't actually report it this weekend like they usually do. But we do have some Lego Batman news. The game my son's been playing for a while and he's loving it. It looks really good. I've watched him play. I will probably be getting it for my console at some point. But I'm too busy building. I don't want to start playing a game because then I'll just not want to do anything else. But if you do play it on the Switch 2, there is a reward available. Now it doesn't say where this reward is from. This might be from the. You can pre-order it on Amazon. That sounds right. So if you order the Lego the Legacy of the Dark Knight set exclusive game for the Switch 2, you'll get a retro video game Batman character as it looks like it's actually a real figure, and I'm guessing it's physical edition only. So you have to order the physical version of the game, not a download. Earlier today, Warner Brothers game announced the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in September. There's a freebie that might be interested in, like with other systems. They'll have both standard editions and deluxe editions, but the physical copies of the deluxe will include an exclusive Lego retro video game Batman minifigure as well. It's cool that Nintendo finally gets something, but it's also a little bit annoying that the other systems don't get it as well. You can pre-order it on Amazon. So I could have just read the article. It would have been quicker than me to, mansplain it to you guys. But
I liked it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I like listening.
If you are a shopper of Lego on Amazon, there are already some deals on Amazon, but Amazon Prime starts June 23rd to 26th, so in 2 or 3 weeks. And as mentioned, there are some deals already, so you might want to check out the store or the link, the Amazon, not the link, well, the link to this article, I guess, too. But the it's an American link, so it doesn't help work for. Well, I mean, it works for us, but it doesn't give us what we want. So just check out Amazon for sales. But apparently they've got the one of the older Lego Dots Harry Potter or Hogwarts Harry Potter desktop kits on for a limited deal right now. I mean, it's Dots, so that's like 5 years old now, probably. But anyways, Prime Days is coming up in a couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll have some good news. Update your Amazon shopping lists, your camel lists on Amazon. Does work in the States. We confirmed that last week as well. That so add those sets that you want to buy to your camel site so that you can get alerted when they come on sale. All right, Lego. It's a Pokemon week. If you haven't, well, as you will find out soon enough, if you haven't been listening to the regular Lego news and just the Bricks and Minifigs news, but Lego Pokemon trading card game building contest. They had a there was a contest for building Pokemon trading cards. There is currently a fan vote that is live. This is as of May 28th. So at the end of March, Lego Ideas started a Pokemon building contest where the winning build would become an official set. The premise was to build an original full art Pokemon trading card game card from a select list of eligible Pokemon characters. The fan vote for the contest is now live, and there's 5 finalists to choose from. You have until June 11th to vote for your favorite build, and the winners will be announced on February 4th, 2027. Go to Lego Ideas site to vote, or you can just go through BrickFan and check out these links. So first we have the Gyarados Sunset Splash by Creative Dynamic Builder. For the reference, I'm not a Pokemon person. I know Dave plays Pokemon Go sometimes with his kid.
I do.
So if I bastardize the names, just deal with it.
Right.
But these do look really cool, I have to say. There's the mythical Arceus by Live to Build. I believe this is actually a set too. This character is from a set that just got announced. I think that's the same character. I could be wrong. There's a Mew Soaring High by ILO. A Mew Soaring High, sorry. Roulette Razor Leaf by DMWM. And this one is kind of a deeper card with Pokemon written on the back, which actually I like this one just because it has the card on the back. And then there's Joltik Charges Up by
my favorite Pokemon.
Cherix.
Eevee Evolution's my favorite.
Okay.
Jolteon's my favorite.
I know nothing about what that means, but okay.
Eevee's that cute little dog-looking thing.
Okay, so Dave, it doesn't look like a dog right now.
And Jolteon is the evolution into the electrical one. So
okay, cool. Yeah. So we know what Dave's voting for. So yeah, there's that. Okay, there's also so as mentioned, Pokemon this week. There was a bunch of sets announced. For those of us in Canada, we might be able to buy these sets, and I actually might buy these sets because there's a couple of interesting parts in them. But there's a Lego Pokemon recruitment bags have been revealed. So these are like the polybag style bags. First up, we have a Premier Ball, 46 pieces. The first one is the Premier Ball, 46 pieces. The other one is a 56-piece Trainer's Supplies set that has a number of items used to catch Pokemon. There's no word yet on how these will be distributed at this time. So I'm guessing these will eventually be available at your local dollar store or your local Lego store in the polybag section. There are some interesting parts, like they have these 6 wide, 6 by 2 by 2, or 6 by 2 by 5 plate high, like half circle dome parts that are kind of interesting. And then this is the Trainer Supply set. This one actually looks interesting too because it has a couple of 1 by 3 type dome pieces or curved bricks that are interesting. And it's got the new Snoopy grass piece / hair piece or feathers from those Snoopy sets as well. So it could be a good little parts pack for some parts. So I'm definitely going to if I see these in the stores, I'm going to pick them up just for the part selection and to play with that.
That's right.
And then there's also a Pokemon Ditto as Squirtle movie night set that looks to be it's going to be like a gift of purchase style thing, I would assume, but right now they're saying it's only available in the Pokemon Center. So this is not going to be available for Canada because this is a Smart Play compatible system, and Smart Play is not available in Canada and many other countries. So I don't think we'll be able to get this here in Canada. But if you know some American friends, Matt, those type of people.
Matt.
I'm not Matt. I'm not asking because I don't care for this personally. I'm just being sarcastic. Stever, if anybody knows Stever, drop him a line. If you're looking to pick up the newly revealed Lego Man Pokemon Ditto as Squirtle, I don't know what Ditto as Squirtle means, but anyways, movie night. It looks like the Pokemon Center is the only way for now to get it. They're offering it for free with Lego Pokemon pre-order purchases of $130 or more while supplies last. The promotion period says it runs from now until December 31st. What did you fumble there?
Did you ever watch Forrest Gump?
Yes.
Since I was a gazillionaire, I decided to cut that grass for free.
Okay.
I feel like free. Free's my favorite.
Free. Well, it's not free though because you have to spend $130 to get it.
Before you said it was free.
Well, technically. Anyway.
For free.
Those faces. Steve was saying those faces would be hilarious on murderous mech mocks. It would be kind of funny. Actually, I'm thinking these faces would be pretty cool to build your own happy plants as well. All right, into the set news. The most underrated set announced this week, and underrated means I don't play Minecraft, don't know about the Minecraft Dungeons 2 stuff, but anyway, so this applies to people who love Minecraft, and if you do, I'm all happy for you. But the Lego Minecraft Twisted Warden battle was revealed this week as well. A couple of Minecraft Dungeon sets arrived in 2020 and 2021. Another based on the upcoming Minecraft Dungeons 2 has been announced today. The Twisted Warden battle contains 434 pieces, 4 new characters from the game. The set will be released August 1st, costing $59 US, so probably $1 million Canadian. More images are available below. Just trying to see if there's a good image of it to expand. Why don't I just expand this one? So yeah, there's some nice dark blue parts in here and stuff, but it's Minecraft. If you follow it, or if you know, if you don't, well,
you know.
Yeah, if you know, if you don't, well, welcome to the club. Big news this week.
Wait, here it comes.
2 more Formula One helmets were revealed. Mentioned for reference, I showed pictures of these on my Walmart already last week, and they've been appearing in other stores as well over the past few weeks. So 2 new F1 helmets have been added to Lego.com today. Like the Ferrari predecessors, this is a pair of McLaren driver helmets for Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. They look absolutely superb, and this is the author of this article saying this, not me. And like the first 2, all decorations except for the visors are printed. They're available now at Shop at Home. So first up, we have the Oscar Piastri. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Helmet, which it's printed to hell, I have to say. The only thing that's a sticker apparently is this Dropbox sticker on the lens. So that's kind of crazy. But this one's kind of nice because it goes from an azure to an orange, depending on the side. Oh, they're not showing the same pictures. And then the other one is the Lando Norris, which goes from orange to the fluorescent yellow. I'm assuming that's the fluorescent yellow color. Really, I purposely opened up this one because I thought I would have more pictures than there's these 2. Oh, view more images in the database. Okay, fine. Loading. So yeah, the blue and orange one comes with a trans orange visor. So now we have this visor in black, or the trans black, trans orange, and I think trans red. So there's 3 colors available. It does have a little minifigure on printed on the side on one of the pieces. So this is so highly printed. I mean, as a parts pack, it's not going to be that great unless you're trying to build like a racer, like a racing ship or something like that. Maybe you could use some of these parts for interesting paint schemes and stuff, maybe. Next up, there's a new Venom bust was announced this week, including a new Venom minifigure. So Marvel launched 2 busts last year. with a fairly lukewarm reception. I was not necessarily looking forward to another, but the Venom bust is unexpectedly appealing. It's a 413-piece model, looks superb, capturing Venom's visage, not vicious, with plenty of details. Considering the scale, in addition to a unique Venom minifigure is included, the inspired by Tom Hardy's portrayal of the character from recent films, like the bust itself. This set will be released July 1st for $50 US. More images below. Let me just pull up this white one here. I mean, it looks like Venom. That's my professional assessment.
It does.
Yeah. So, bravo.
I'm not a good guy, but it looks pretty accurate to me.
Yep. Next up, we have Lego Technic Aston Martin set was announced this week. Another Lego Technic F1 car, arriving July 1st, $229.99 US. Naturally similar to others from the series, 1,547 pieces. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a Technic F1 car. It comes with lots of Technic parts. If you're a fan of Technic, or a fan of F1 and Technic, then
this is for you.
I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I don't know enough about. Apparently, this is the chat where I don't know enough about anything. So, yeah. All right. I do know a little bit about these ones. There's a couple of Star Wars announcements this week. First off is the Off-World Sandcrawler and Mudhorn from the Mandalorian TV show. The set is based on the Mandalorian's second episode with 1,683 pieces and costing $199 US. Hold on, I need a quick drink. It's the version of the Alvala 7 Sandcrawler will be available August 1st. Comes with the Mudhorn, as well as the Mandalorian covered with mud. I have to note that his shoulder armor is the wrong color, but otherwise I think his set looks surprisingly good. I've seen someone was talking about the play value inside. It's pretty decent play value. Grogu gets a pram that he's standing on top of, which is interesting. You figure they might have tried to create a piece that he could actually sit inside of it. Mudhorn looks cool.
It does.
And the Sandcrawler has some big sails, or has some sails on the top too. I guess to help catch the wind, maybe make it go a little better. But yeah,
they know how to do stuff.
Sorry,
no, they weren't Ewoks. They were
Jawas.
Jawas. That's it.
And they're gray Jawas instead of brown Jawas. Like their outfits are gray instead of brown. Sorry, I'm not trying to judge the Jawas based on their tones. But yeah, so I mean there's a loading ramp at the front. It's got some steering mechanisms on the back. Turn the little crank here, and the wheels turn. The panels come off so you can play inside. Definitely lots of little bits and pieces and parts and stuff. The new rock pieces in here. If you haven't seen, I don't know that we've actually talked about this, but there's a new 2x2 round rock part, which is kind of fun. So yeah.
For out of everything else Lego company does, I mean, the Star Wars line's been going on since 1999.
Yeah.
They really love making new parts for these things. I'm here for it because new parts are awesome no matter what. So
yeah, and I mean that rock's in a few other sets. It's in some of the city sets as well. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely agree. The other set that was announced also, which is from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which I got the chance to see, and it wasn't too bad. But it's the Lego Star Wars Imperial Remnant AT-AT, or AT-AT if you're younger, with the Int 4.
Our generation call them AT-ATs.
Yeah, that's that.
That's right.
So this set was based off of, as mentioned, the Mandalorian Grogu movie. It's also been seen in the Star Wars Rebels show. It was inspired by Joe Johnson and Ralph McQuarrie sketches of the AT-AT for Empire Strikes Back. The Imperial Remnant AT-AT with Int 4 contains 1,453 pieces and will be released on August 1st. $159.99 US, which isn't horrible for a price. There are 7 figures included with the Imperial Remnant Snowtroopers and his new helmet, notably among them. The side opens up so the little Int4 thing can pop out. I don't know if they're going to show us a picture of the original Kenner toy for the Int4, but there was a toy that they built for Kenner that never made it into any of the movies, and now it's official. Yeah, it's officially canon. So I'll see if I can find the picture.
Like my cousins had the AT-AT, and they had the Millennium Falcon, the original one from Empire Strikes Back and stuff. So
Int for Kenner.
I had no idea that there was stuff, because like LucasArts just like tapped Kenner on the shoulder and said, "Hey, make our toys."
Yeah, right here. It's an eBay listing, $100. Can I get a bigger picture? It was sold. Well, that doesn't help me.
Things I had no idea about.
I want to get something that's not a eBay listing.
Well, clueless once again.
There's an Instagram. Well, they're in the movie as well. So, but yeah, it's like a little ship. It looks like kind of like an ATST head with some wings.
Right.
But yeah, it was the Mandalorian and Grogu movie was pretty much Jon Favreau and the other guy, I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, Filoni, whatever. Yeah.
Dave Filoni, digging into their childhood toys and making a movie about it, which was
good for them.
Yeah.
You know what? In the end, I like the mythos of Star Wars, so like knock themselves out. So
yeah, and these sets are all based off of the first 15-20 minutes of the movie, so which is kind of fun as well. At least this set here. So yeah, the different snowtrooper helmets as well. This is the earlier person in the movie that is in the first scene. He actually has a cool hairpiece, and I like his face actually too. So, and then Mando and Grogu, and in the original, AT-AT Walker had the panels lifted up on the side, which again they never showed in Star Wars in the movies, but it was a play feature of the set.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the Int4 was inside of it in all Ralph McQuarrie's photos and stuff. So they actually made it work that way in the actual movie as well. So, and you actually get some shots of the interior of the AT-AT, which is pretty cool.
I'm not one of these guys who's like a rivet counter when it comes to Star Wars and canon and stuff like that. But Favreau seems to be whatever he touches turns to gold. So I'm just really respecting him. And
I agree because of Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. Because which I watched again because the movie is fantastic. Though.
I absolutely love that movie. And sorry, Steve, I missed this comment. Jawa racism will not be tolerated.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't. So he made me.
All right. Next up, the last item we have to talk about is the not available in Canada Lego Pokemon Smart Play sets have been revealed. There's like a crap ton of them. Some of them come with a smart brick, others are smart brick compatible. So I'm not necessarily going to scroll through all the article part of this because again, not the hugest Pokemon fan. But we will we'll go over the set lists here. So the first up is the training house with Pikachu, 400 pieces, $70 US. This one comes with the smart brick, and basically the smart bricks you can put inside the character's belly areas. And there's a tile. Sorry.
In my belly.
Yeah, there's a tile behind that, one of the IR tiles behind it, so that they know what character it is. There's there's definitely a lot of curvy pieces in these sets and a lot of new parts. As I mentioned earlier, sorry, I'm trying to get a fisherman's friend out of my package here. I got 3 of them by mistake. The best flavor ever. Cowdice will understand this. Well, it says drop on yes. I'm assuming Dave knows what that means on us.
Double Z.
They're Dutch fisherman's friends, so they taste like black licorice. They're amazing.
They're awesome.
And if you're saying ew, black licorice,
you guys,
you're not Dutch.
Yeah.
We're still questioning if Cowdice is Dutch for his lack of
mayonnaise. I don't eat mayonnaise in my hot dog. I mean my French fries.
But anyways, they're talking about the interaction of smart bricks with the characters or with the things around it. I have yet to see any videos of the interaction and see if it's improved at all from the Star Wars sets. It's interesting that they didn't really, as far as I know, do any promotional thing like they did originally for the Star Wars sets, because the didn't work as well. Stever is totally welcome every time because he loves black licorice. Stever's part of the club now.
Thank you, Steve.
Anyways, so there's a back shot of Pikachu's house, just showing. They do this little animation on the front to kind of say, "Hey, look, it's Smart Brick compatible." Pikachu's got like a round circle on his belly. Anyway,
sure. Whatever.
All right. Next up is the Charizard and Jolteon Ultimate Battle, 751 pieces, 119 US. Again, another Smart Brick set with 2 of the characters. Again, with the circles around their bellies. I guess they're showing you where the Smart Brick is. So, like on the one of the new pieces that I did notice was the head of this Charizard character. There's a 2x2 brick, but it's got a curve, like it's basically curved inward to a point. So it's kind of a new slope. I'm not sure. I can't wait to watch or to read the articles from New Elementary on these parts to see what they're going to be compatible with, because and like as mentioned, the faces on most of these characters are newer parts. Trying to make it bigger. The faces on these characters, like this is a 3x4. No, this is 6x6 piece. Like a perfectly curved head that's 6x6 at the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get that Jolteon.
Well, you can't, Dave, because they're not available in Canada.
Well, I'm gonna ask one of my friends who are in a different country I can get them to get them.
So then we have the sets that are Smart Brick compatible, but don't come with the Smart Brick. Again, not available in Canada. Berry Bash with Bulbasaur and Bidoof. I swear they're just trying to make this hard for me to pronounce.
Bidoof.
Okay.
Bidoof. Like it's like a beaver. Bidoof.
All right. And here there's another 4x4 curve, like dome style piece, but not dome, with their faces printed on it. We also have, again, those are Smart Brick compatible, so you basically pull their heads off, and behind their head is where the Smart Brick can go. There's also this piece here that's new, which is a 1x4 with two corners, which is interesting. I wish that was a 1x2 piece like that, because a corner curve like that could be very handy. But like I said, they're breaking the budget on the new parts for these sets. There's also, I don't know if they're showing it here. Well, we'll find it in one of the other pictures. There's also, it looks like a new bracket that goes, or a new plate that's going in behind the Smart Brick. That looks like, I'm wondering if it's like has more clutch power or something. But there's the Trainer's Buggy Adventure with Squirtle, 320 pieces for $30 US. Squirtle riding a vehicle. And I'm just trying to see. Yeah, here's the. Come on. Zoom in on this again. This one doesn't have the piece I was looking for, but yeah, same idea. So another new piece here. I think new, maybe not new. This one might have already existed. A 1x4 curve piece as well. That one might already exist. But you can kind of see the tiles in behind as well on all these, so that the Smart Brick will interact and give you the right sound for that character. We have a Charmander and Geodude's Cavern Clash. Just looking at the pictures here to try and... Oh yeah, here, this piece. So it looks like there's some kind of 2x2 plate here, but it's missing the insides, like the inside.
Oh yeah, it's cut out.
Yeah, they're cut out. So originally I thought, oh, that's like a 4x4 plate.
Oh, with a circle in it.
With the circles in it, because I think they have that, but it looks like it's flush with this tile.
Hard to see, but yeah, it does. And the bottom's definitely not there. So yeah, I think that's a 2x2 with the cutouts.
So my theory is that this piece has more clutch.
And cutouts are there the side too, like it seems all 4 sides have it.
Yeah, and so I think this piece has a lot more clutch maybe to hold the brick in better because it's only attached by 4 studs.
Maybe.
And the curves there so you can get something in underneath it and pop it off
Yeah.
or something like that. That's my theory,
Well,
but I honestly don't know. I'm just guessing.
you're
Next up, we have a. Sorry?
You're spitballing, and I like it.
Next up, we have Sprigato, Fucoco, and Quaxial Battle. 313 pieces, $34. These guys have a new arm piece. It's like a one by one or 1x2 brick, but curved at the top with a stud on the side and a clip arm on the back. It's kind of an interesting looking little piece. Again, different head mold here as well, or different piece here for the eyes on this character. The little Pokeballs and all these ones are as well kind of fun. What's next? Double salt. Stever also likes some of the super salty licorices. Yeah, the double salt. Dutch as well, but I know Danish have licorice as well. Although I didn't see it as much when I was in Denmark, which is interesting. Because I did notice that there was some licorice, but I couldn't find a lot of it. But anyway, there's this one here, which is kind of cute. Jigglypuff concert, 88 pieces for $15 US. Again, this looks like an interesting parts pack, even though there are a lot of pink parts in here. There's this new ear tile or plate. I'm not sure what it is. It is definitely 2 pieces back to back. So it's like a new shape. And again, these 2x6 curved pieces. I think there's another picture there's a side picture of this character. Yeah, here. So I can't tell if this is a plate and a tile, or it's not 2 tiles back to back. So it must be a plate and a tile, or the same piece just doubled up and connected in somehow. But it's kind of an interesting shape. I can see that maybe being a flower leaf type thing in a future set too. And again, you rip his face off in order to put the smart brick in. And there's that piece again. So, like I said, I'm interested to see the articles for these. There's also a drone search for Mythical Mew. 429 pieces, $50. I'm guessing this is the Mythical Mew, and this is the drone. So again, smart brick compatible. One can go under the nose of the drone. One can go into the belly of Mew. Next up, we have Eevee and Lapra's Treasure Hunt. Is Eevee related to the Pokemon, like the or not Pokemon? What's the other one called? I can't.
Is it Jolteon?
No, but I meant okay. Pikachu. Is Eevee related to Pikachu? Because
I don't know.
Oh,
I know that Eevees have like 8 evolutions. I think it's 8.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It just kind of looks like a non-yellow Pikachu. It's not. I know.
Lightning tail.
Please, internet, don't hate me.
Don't pick on Jeff for being ignorant on this.
For being ignorant on Pokemon, yeah. This brain can only hold so much, and right now it's holding a lot of Lego.
Bringing you all this great content. So
Mewtwo's Lab Break. This one actually looks kind of cool. I kind of like the design of this set. 605 pieces, $69.99. It comes with Mewtwo in a lab holder thingy. This is using one of the parts off of the new racer helmets. This piece up here, the slope, or this panel windscreen in light gray. That might be why I like it, because it looks like 2 of them. Oh, it might be only 1 piece actually. No, it's 1 or 2. I can't really tell, but it's an interesting looking part. Maybe that's why I like the set. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. And those parts fold back, and Mewtwo can escape. Again, that he can give birth to a smart brick. I'm assuming that's what it's showing us, right? Give birth to a smart brick. The same slow piece that I was talking about in the other character are here in the nose or in the eyes as well. So it's an interesting looking part. There's kids playing with it. We also have Umbreon and Garchomp Champion Battle. 831 pieces.
Another evolution of Eevee.
Okay. 831 pieces, $79.99. This one has a lot of dark blue in it and some black, and that's my scenario.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
High quality. I like quality.
Only the best for this stream.
And maybe the last one, maybe not. Cubone and Granger Spooky Showdown. 782 pieces, $89.99. Now, I don't know Pokemon, but I do know the Owl House, and this really looks like the character from the Owl House, but I'm probably wrong because one of the characters in the Owl House has a bone skeleton or a skull on top of his head. But anyways, this looks like it's more out of Super Mario Brothers than out of Pokemon, but that's just me. I don't have much else to say about this set other than purple skeleton head. And then, as mentioned, the Ditto S Squirtle movie night. Oh yeah, so they are saying gift with purchase here with early purchases. The gift GWP with early purchases will be 40877, 40887 Ditto Squirtle movie night. All Lego Pokemon. So all Lego Pokemon Smart Play sets are available for pre-orders starting today via Lego.com. And sets will be available to purchase from August 1st, 2026 from Lego.com. Lego stores and select retailers in launch markets. Fans can also visit Lego stores in launch market areas to experience the Lego Pokemon Smart Play demo and see the new playsets in action. Sets will be available in the following countries at launch: UK, US, Germany, France, Poland, and Australia.
But no Canada.
No Canada. So we just wasted.
Oh, Canada, no Canada.
Anyways.
Like I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. June. It's June. Welcome to June. As new month comes in, there are new sets or new parts being added to Bricks and Pieces. This round is a lot more pastel-y colors because it's based on the Pokemon large sets that came out in February, I think it was. So these parts were added to Pick a Brick, which is available in Europe, US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Only 6 sets are included, but some of them are absolute croakers. So yeah, the Pokemon sets, as mentioned, the Flower Wall, the Golden Retriever Puppy, and the Spring Wreath sets. And I need to click through because I didn't actually click on the right link. So Dave, there are some Technic parts I need your opinion on. Not yet. I'll get there. White butterfly, some bars, some curved bricks. Still not my white 2x4 curved brick in this style. Come on, Lego, I'm waiting. It's been out for a year now. Some brick round and cone parts. There's a half 2x2 round or quarter 2x2 round brick, which we've seen in the past, but it's still pretty cool to see this around. Pokemans. Yeah, Pokemans. As Steve says. There's some sloped bricks here. Again, mostly yellows, browns, some pastel-y colors as well. Brackets and snot bricks, wedges, signs and flags, hinges. A new motorcycle helmet with a couple of stripes on it. Not new mold, but just the original motorcycle helmet with a different print on it. Some minifigure accessories, one torso. A bunch of new colors for plants. A 2x3 plate in bright yellow, I guess. Some angled pieces in new shades. New dishes. Or dishes and rounded plates. Special plates. Okay, Technic bricks, Mr. Cowdace.
Okay, here we go.
The medium nougat 2x4 and 2x8 or 1x8.
Ooh.
1x4, 1x8 medium nougat.
Ooh.
Yeah, those were in that spring that flower pot thing we talked about.
Now I could probably make another supercar. Well,
yeah, I know. So give me an account later on what parts you need.
Okay, perfect.
And make sure you have the medium nougat 1x2s already. I think you do.
I think I have those, but I have to check.
Yeah, I think I got them for you a while back, but yeah, check out and give me an information, and I'll order them because I will be placing orders again. I guarantee it.
Well, this would be cool on that one.
And then Technic connectors, the 3-way connector. I still like this piece. I don't have any of those yet, but I do like that look of that part. Some tiles. Yeah, so that's it for that. Okay, next list. Lego also decided to get rid of a bunch of parts because they have to rotate parts out. So they got rid of 600 parts, and they posted this article yesterday on June 3rd. Nope, this morning, basically like late last night, they posted this article. That saying Lego's going to get rid of a bunch of these parts, and then this morning, Lego got rid of all these parts. So we couldn't even get a chance to get them. Not only are our new pieces being added to the Lego Pick Brick shop today, Lego is also informing that some 600 700 pieces will be removed from PAB. The sale within a few weeks time. That was today, and they got rid of them today. We don't have an exact date. Today. The one piece that I'm really annoyed at, and I'll probably just bricklink some more of them. I'm going to full screen me for a second. I ordered some of the Technic treads in white because I thought I would like to eventually do a nice Planet 2000 like tracked vehicle. I think I ordered 40 of them. In order to do a tracked vehicle, you probably need, 200, 100, 200.
Lots.
This piece came out of production today. I'm like, damn it. So now I'm going to have to order them from Bricklink.
Damn you, Lego.
Yeah. Shake my fist in the general direction of Denmark. I'm not gonna go over the list of parts.
Deep cut.
Sorry?
Deep cut.
I'm not going to go through the list of parts that were taken off because there's 600 plus of them. But if you go to BrickFan, or the new elementary, this link was posted today. Because there's also what new parts came out in sets this week, in the new sets that have been released. And this to me is more interesting than what Lego's taken away. So we'll quickly go through. I don't know if they actually tell us how many pieces. More than 120 new molds were added. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
1,312 new elements. So, okay, we'll try and scroll through here quickly. But there are some interesting Technic bits in here too. Not necessarily brick, but from the new bike set. So there's a new animal tail piece that we talked about last week from the dinosaur set. We have some parts for the Fortnite sets as well. Black wings. So this is going to take a while. There are a bunch of different wing pieces that are foil. Koala, that looks like it's Friends related. A couple of different koalas 3 different koalas. Harry Potter gives us the trans blue. I'm trying to think what the name is. Comes into their wands. I forgot what the Luminos or whatever. Anyways, I can't think what the name is. You know what I'm talking about. If you watch the movies. There's also a Phlox colored version. There's the deer as well in those colors. So we have a baby deer coming out in a trans blue, which means at some point we should have an actual deer in regular colors.
Oh, it's one of those things that.
I can't think of the name.
Patreon, not Patreon.
No, Patronus.
Patronus.
Yeah, Patreon. Yeah, it's a supporter of your site. We have a little bulldog here, another dog Patronus as well. This is a new. What size is this? Oh, 6x2. Okay, maybe not new. 6x2 double curve. So we have a 2x4 or 1x4 version of this. Now there's a 6x2. That's interesting. We have a weird corner brick, kind of big brick here with curved corners in a few colors. A macaroni? No, 2x2. What is this? Brick round tube, 2x2 90-degree elbow with pinholes. What the heck is this? That's kind of weird. It's 2x2 in length. Oh, anyway. We have the Mickey Mouse ears parts for the balloons. We have the new 6x6 cheese slope curve piece. That could be handy. That could help with people with building streets. That might be an interesting curb. Oh, it's a little big though. Anyway, a 45-degree 6x4 double with 4x4 cutout. I thought we already had this piece, but okay. A new bracket piece that's 1 wide instead of 2x2 wide. What's this? A wedge with recessed 4x6 recessed 4x10 wedge with 4x6 recessed center. Not really sure what that's used for. Probably one of the juniorized type piece. There's a couple of mech parts as well that are kind of juniorized. Duplo Quattro animals. We won't really look at those. That's Duplo.
Quattro is great.
Yeah, they're not actually Quattro. They're just in the Duplo Quattro category. But yeah, there's the new ramp sets parts that are coming out in the Duplo line. Definitely not train track compatible, so let's ignore those. In the Minas Tirith set, there's some new banners with the tree of Gondor, tree of light. I forget what it's called. There's some hand pieces for larger buildable figures. There's a sock
for Dobby.
I guess cloth sock. Like there's a Dobby. There's a buildable Dobby. So I guess it comes with a piece of material that is a sock. There's a large cape for the Darth Vader, big brick buildable character. A mecha chest plate could also be the nice front end of another tractor design for anybody building tractors.
Who won't build tractors?
Claw pieces. I don't know, those weird pieces, those weird characters, weird people is what I'm trying to say. Parts from more minifig head style parts, Bluey and other things. Puss in Boots head, different new minifig headwear, including white hats for the Gondor statues and for the King of Gondor. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh no, that's just the same piece. I think it's just different mold numbers, but it's definitely the same piece. More different hair, Mickey Mouse ears,
MIT,
which I think is cool. I hope that these become available in bricks and pieces because they will just sell like hotcakes. Probably won't. The helmet from the Barbershop Quartet, an Iron Man style helmet for Iron Hulk. A couple more different helmets. This is a Ultron head. Gondor Knight helmets as well. Some Ninjago stuff. These are the Mickey Mouse ears that are plugged into the hair pieces, so it can be your bow on your head. This is a new one. Minifig hip wear.
Oh,
looks like it's got some kind of
like a pouch.
Yeah, like a sword holder or something on the side, or katana holder. Yeah, okay, so you can have a sword on your hip. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Duplo characters, big panel pieces. Scrolling down, more panels. The new Snoopy piece, the grass and the hair from the Snoopy characters. I can't remember what Snoopy's friend is called.
Woodstock.
Yeah, Woodstock's hair or head. Thank you, Dave. Here's a new curve plate. So it's a plate version to fit on the cockpit, the current cockpit pieces that they have. So it's like our old, it's like the old wing plates that we used to have on the front of the ships, Dave.
Okay, yeah.
But only all curvy.
Yeah.
With the cutouts in them. A special element in that it's a 1x6 with a 2x2 with a 2x3 attached on top. I guess that's just to make it easier to build things or a better connection. The rock piece that we mentioned earlier. A couple of molds and a couple of different colors as well. The base is in here somewhere. A new Technic lift arm beam type piece for the motorcycle. There's a new Technic gear, 20 tooth, one way. So this is a flywheel style type thing. I think flywheel is the right term, where if it turns one way, it engages. If it turns the other way, it's just free floating.
Well, that's pretty good.
So like the sprocket of a bike or like the crank on the bike, right? So yeah, that's kind of an interesting piece and could have some useful uses.
For sure.
There's also a new 64 tooth gear, Mr. Cowdays.
Well, I could use that right now.
Yeah, exactly. It won't be out for a few months though. Nope. And then there's some interesting panels for the bikes or for the bike set. 2x2x2 90-degree panels, two different directions. No, it's the same part. And then there's the new Technic. The new Technic little secret building, like collectible minifig style boxes. There's a couple of parts that are new in those for the little construction vehicles. This is one of them. There's the 30-degree segment for the big new mountain bike or the speed bike wheel. So the wheel of that bike is basically, I think, 24 segments. I think 12 segments that you basically have 2 axle pins on either side to lock them in. A tile, 2x3 round tile, interesting. In a bunch of different shades. There's some unprinted. A new little mini digger buckets for those Technics sets mentioned earlier. There's a new car base that has Technic axles in it instead of pins. That looks a lot like the old style car bases that we used to have, the 4x7 bases.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, but this one has Technic axles now. There's a new mudguard that's coming on I think that's on the new Speed Champion set, the Ken Block's Champion or Speed Champion set. A larger airplane hull for one of the lower level junior sets. Oh, the new Dave, you might like this. A new like tail fin type piece, but it's basically 1.5 by 1 by 1. So picture like the old Technic, or you know what I mean, the space pieces that we had that were 2x3.
Oh, right.
But this is offset by half a stud.
Oh.
I don't know if clicking on this will get me anywhere. No, it gets me to Lego site. Rebrickable. I'm just trying to see if there's a better picture of it so I can. Oh yeah, here we go, Dave.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. I think so it's half stud offset. It's like a girder. I mean, you can build a lot of little mini classic space type stuff with this.
Spaceships.
I know. At Dana. I'm literally capturing this right now to send that to Dana in a minute, which unfortunately I can't do right now because I don't have the app open. This is coming on the new it's the tail fin of the new Fast and Furious set, Brian's Toyota Supra. From the first movie, I ended up watching some of the Fast and Furious movies this weekend because I was building so much. There's a new tire for the bike that's 241 by 12 millimeter.
Huh.
Because the bike is 12, like it's a very large wheel because it's a large set. There's a new tractor tire as well. Ooh, tractor tires. Another new wheel assembly with like a light blue Technic pin in it. I guess that goes in those car bases that we were talking about earlier. Some arms pieces, some animal related pieces. I think these are all now recolors. Yeah, they are. I'm just wondering if there's any good recolors. We'll probably pause on this one because I don't know that we want to go through all of them. Because we're pushing. How many hours are we pushing? We're still streaming. Oh, almost 2 hours. Quickly, there's a few more reviews on Snoopy's Doghouse, which is going to quickly scroll through, see if there's any new parts in here. As mentioned, that the little grass pieces and the head of
Woodstock.
The hair of Woodstock. Thank you, Dave. Sorry, my brain's gone.
Oh, I got you.
The curve kind of follows the 1x1 curves that currently exist. It's about 4 plates high. It fits inside one of these crown pieces, so it's kind of cool. It fits almost perfectly. It works really well as a mohawk for minifigures as well, or wings on a snot brick. Oh, that's kind of cool. A bit of a flower type thing. Interesting. So this has some interesting uses, I would say. And this has a lot of different recolored pieces. Sorry?
NPU. Nice parts usage.
Yeah, for sure. Some printed pieces as well. And then some rarer pieces. And then they talk about the build. Okay, next one up we have the Ninjago Battle of the Dragon's Blade set, which is a couple of mechs, or a mech and a dragon and a big skull with a blade in it. Again, looking for new parts. And they're basically just talking about the article. Okay, new mold. So there's a new chest piece as well. I think this one we were looking at a few minutes ago. And it's similar to the tractor, or the piece of that was previous there, otherwise known as the tractor front end. Very similar design. So yeah, more tractors coming our way now with more colored pieces.
I think they listen to Jeff.
Yeah, but they must realize that we like tractors. Oh, here's the new scabbard, as mentioned. So it's basically sticks the sword out sideways. The katana holder. Also works well for pirate swords and other types of swords as well. A recolor of this slope in sand blue. Yeah, sand blue, and then some decorated elements and stickers. Okay, next one. Minas Tirith. I'm not sure if there's any actual new parts in here other than the minifig parts. So yeah, new molds of the helmets, which are gorgeous, but unfortunately those will only be available if you buy the set. There's some recolors here of some hair pieces and other items. The wedge tiles. Lego, please make more sizes of wedge tiles. Please and thank you. Oh, this piece, which was one of the crystals in a transparent color, is now coming out in white. That's actually a really nice design element. That would make some very nice column pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. And then some rare elements as well. And additional elements that have appeared in only 2 sets. The white chicken is coming back. We might have chickens again on Bricks and Pieces if we don't already. And then the last article that they had was the Grand gift of purchase for the Lord of the Rings set, which I don't think there's anything new in here other than figures. They're talking about the minifigures here. Despite the mold being microscale, it still includes 2 orcs. Oh, okay. And then they talk, yeah. So there's no new parts in this. It's just the figures. And last but not least, I do have, when I open up the news, Brother Brick comes up, and I sometimes just scroll through the first couple of things, and I saw this, and I laughed because it was true to or dear to my heart. Someone started a new collab.
Fabuland.
Yeah,
oh, that's the Exoforce symbol. Oh,
yeah, someone's taking a collab of Fabuland and Exoforce and making a new
perfect.
Generation X. So I'm here to introduce.
I'm gonna love this.
I'm here to introduce Fabuforce collab hosted by Zacher.ion on Instagram last month. The event was a revival of a legendary collaboration of the same name hosted by AFOLs turned Lego designers Mark Stafford and Jordan Schwartz, along with mock legend Alien Cat on Flickr back in 2010. So there's a couple of them in here.
Oh, that's perfect.
I know, it's like a big crow mech. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, especially because I loved Exoforce. I thought it was one of the best series that they came out in a long time, and that's perfect. That's a perfect homage for it.
And then there was this bunny one as well that they showed. Click to see the rest. Okay, well now I'm gonna.
Now we're gonna have to.
Well, yeah, I think there's only. Oh no, there's more. So there's the monkey mech one as well. These are awesome. And we're not going to go through any more Fabulant, or we're not going to go through any more Brothers Brick. I just wanted to look at these pictures. The Fox one as well. Definitely has the Exoforce styling. I like this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, these are actually pretty cool.
Once again, the Lego community, fantastic.
Oh, this one's pretty cool too. It's like the cat in a big mech cat, the trans yellow windscreen. They had me at the trans yellow windscreen. The raccoon characters in a raccoon style mech. Matt's posting something. I'll have to look at that in a minute.
Sorry, Matt, we're ignoring you.
No one's really been in the chat. Oh, the tail fin is slick. That's Steve was saying that new tail fin part. I agree. Lego needs to come out with an I-beam piece as well, like that, to just take that structure and make it into a part. I think that would make a lot of sense for a lot of building, like a 1x8 I-beam. There's a croc mech as well. Some of these are not as interesting as others, I have to say, but wow. The croc mouth opens up and it's like some kind of massive weapon. It's kind of interesting. A monkey one. Anyways, go check this out if you're on. If you want to look at more. Fabuforce, Bonnie's Rabbit, Barrage of Rage. Anyways, So yeah, that's the news.
Good news.
World Cup is starting, hence the Google logo with. Oh no, sorry, this is NBA Finals. Sorry, I thought that was a soccer ball. It is a basketball. I will shut up now. Yeah, that's the news. I definitely need a drink of water.
There was a lot of good news in there.
There was a lot of interesting stuff in there. Most of it not available in Canada.
Well, that's not a shock.
Let's just see what Matt's writing here. Oh, you know what? I'll pop this up quickly because yeah, I saw this. This might be an early. Well, I don't know if it's a leak. But Matt was also posting in our chat, in one of our chats, insider rewards for the month of June. So June 8th to the 18th, the classic animation set is returning with $130 US purchases. June 19th to 28th, there's a Da Vinci tribute estimated at $150 plus dollars. So this is a new GWP, and it stacks with the 2-time insider points. That's going to run also July 9th or June 19th to 29th. And that's the same time. So that's the same time as Amazon Prime. So it makes sense that they would give us 2-time points and a new gift of purchase. That's pretty interesting. And then last but not least is the Ideas Twisted Nostalgia Sea Serpent gift of purchase, based on the old original set of the Sea Serpent from the classic castle.
Oh.
Should be available with purchase of any theme, price, threshold, and dates to be determined. So thanks, Matt, for sharing that. I'm not sure if you're still watching us. You're already at your destination for the night, so I'm guessing probably not. But Matt was saying Da Vinci has got his interest, and Castle One has mine as well. So the Croc is our bro from New Zealand. Cool guy. Cool. What was that, Dave?
I said thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Sorry you couldn't join us. And David, since I'm assuming you're setting up your computer, because it's not like hockey really is anything of interest anymore. Sorry, Canadians. That's in Montreal. Sorry?
Let's rub that in a little bit.
Yeah, rub it in a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah. So.
They made it longer than the Leafs did, so whatever.
Yeah. I think our chats probably lasted longer than the Leafs did too.
There's that too.
But anyways, I think we'll call it a night. It is 2:02 or 2 hours and 2 minutes in.
Woo!
Which means it's after 11 o'clock here. So thanks everybody for coming.
Thanks everybody.
Watching us. And thanks for all the comments in the chat. I enjoyed having the back and forth with you guys. And hi to Kai, because you're probably going to watch us in a few hours.
Yeah, definitely hi to Kai.
And Stevers just trademarked Sorry Bricks, our new Canadian Lego store franchise called Sorry.
Sorry.